Take another left and you'll see those before you exit the building. What I do want to verify is that for every inductee who is here with us today, I want to verify that you completed your name card at check-in. If you do not recall seeing this card or do not recall putting your name on this card, please make sure you visit the check-in table to do that right now. This is how we will be reading your names throughout the ceremony. So we want to make sure that we recognize you if you have made your way to this event. So once again, make sure your name card is completed and left at the check-in table for the ceremony. Thank you. We'll be starting shortly.
Doing justice to my own. I too been a fault finder, but that life is broke. Now I love you. Oh, you're the one my heart chose, and so I will be. And so I will be here beyond this line, beyond all fear, beyond this life, beyond all fear. The clouds are passing by on by, my dear. Your eyes, I breathe life, singing in their eyes. Build me up from bones, wrap me up in skin, hold me close enough to breathe me in. The moon's a fingernail scratching on the back of the night in which we lay beside. I held every inch of you, I wrote every line for you, I made time when time was all but gone. You're the love I've always known. Nights so dark and gray, but you've helped me find my way through the wild wonders of this world. So take me with you now, 'cause I need to show you how I can love you better than before. could have walked around the world a couple times. I could have swam across the ocean and back again. Made a wish on every star, Galileo do, for all the time I've wasted on you. I could have downed a million beers in Mexico, counted every piece of gravel on a long county road, sailed that slow boat to China, right up to the moon, for all the time I've wasted on you. Time goes by, and when it's gone, and you realize time just lies, and you did not move on, no, you just cried, you just cried. I could have filled the Mississippi River with my tears, no telling what I could have done with all these years. I could have dug out the Grand Canyon with a spoon, for all the time I've wasted on you. Time goes by, and when it's gone, and you realize time just lies, and you did not move on, no, you just cried, you just cried. For everything I've lost, I'm not mad at love. I'd even give it one more day if I thought it'd be enough. I could have served 5 life sentences for a crime I didn't do, for all the time I've wasted on you. For all the time I've wasted on you.
Do you know where I can get me some momentum? I've been looking, but there isn't much to spare. I'll be honest, if you lend me your attention, we can figure out the details when we're closer. Somewhere we can both be right, somewhere where imagination grazes in the half-light. I'm enamored this December in your eyes, so warm me by your fireside, warm me by your fireside. We can listen to falling branches, orchestrate the open sky. We could set up with even chances, burn our way from wood to white. somewhere we can both be right, somewhere where imagination grazes in the half-light. I'm enamored, it's December in your eyes, so warm me by your fireside, warm me by your fireside. We can listen to falling branches, orchestrate the open sky. We could set up with even chances, burn our way from wood to white.
Walking Scott Street feeling like a stranger, with an open heart, open container. I've got a stack of mail in a tall can. It's a shower beer, it's a payment plan. There's helicopters over my head every night when I go to bed. Spending money and I earned it. When I'm lonely, that's when I'll burn it. Do you feel ashamed when you hear my name? I asked you, how is your sister? I heard you got her degree. And I said, that makes me feel old. You said, what does that make me? I asked you, how is playing drums? You said, it's too much shit to carry. And what about the band?
Good morning once again. This is a quick 5-minute warning. We'll be starting just after 10 o'clock. For those of you guys that have checked in, for all of our inductees, this is one last call. Please make sure that you completed your name card at the time of check-in. It looks similar to this, so if this doesn't ring a bell, or if you don't remember leaving this at the check-in table, please make your way back to the station to do that now. Once again, this name card will need to be completed so we can call your name during the ceremony. So make sure this is complete and in the hands of our check-in staff before we get started. Thank you.
Vida vu, vida vu. 5 weeks to 4 to see you. Canyons by the million, canyons by the million, mountains blue. 5 weeks to 4 to know you. Don't you know I love you? Don't you know I love you? It's further down, born before the ashes block the sun. Vida vu, vida vu. Mind weak, words too soft to reach you. Mind weak, words too soft to reach you. Me from driving this car, half-light jackknife into the canyon at night. Signs and wonders, Perseus aligned with a skull, slain Medusa, Pegasus a light from us all. Do I care if I survive this? Bury the dead where they're found. In the veil of great surprises, I wonder, did you love me at all? The only thing that keeps me from cutting my arm, cross-hatch, warm bath, holiday in after dark. Signs and wonders, water stain writing the wall. Daniel's message, blood of the moon on us all. Do I care if I despise this? Nothing else matters. returns to you somehow. Should I tear my heart out now? Everything I feel returns to you somehow. I wanna save you from your sorrow.
Grab a seat, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to this year's NSCS induction ceremony. To get things started off, I'd like to open us with a quick word of prayer. Please bow your head with me. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all here today. Thank you for the opportunity to honor all of the hard work that the students have put in to be inducted here today at the NSCS induction ceremony. We also want to thank you for the family and friends who are here that have supported these students to help them achieve scholastic excellence. Thank you for Grand Canyon University and the wonderful opportunities it provides us every day and the opportunity to have this NSCS chapter. Please bless the rest of the ceremony. Amen. Welcome to this year's 2017 new member induction ceremony. My name is Emily Gina, and I'm the president of this year's NSCS chapter here at GCU. It is truly amazing to be here with you all today and to celebrate the Lopes that will be inducted into our chapter. I would also like to welcome all the guests and family members who are here today. First, we would also like to recognize GCU's faculty advisor, Brianna Negley. Brianna is the Assistant Dean of the Honors College and has served as our chapter advisor for the past 3 years since inauguration in 2013. Brianna has served as an incredible, valuable resource, developing us into leaders, connecting with us valuable campus opportunities, and providing us many opportunities to get connected. Thank you, Bree, for all the things you do continuously for us. Please help me give a round of applause to Brianna Negley. On behalf of the officer board and our entire chapter, we would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Before kicking things off, we would like to introduce this year's officers. Again, my name is Emily Gina, and I serve as this year's chapter president. Stephen Parisi serves as our executive vice president. Holly Hobgood serves as your treasurer. Brianna Samante serves as your secretary. Jordan Montgomery serves as your vice president of social media. Destiny serves you with events and member engagement opportunities. Sean Thomason serves as your vice president of PACE and community outreach. Thank you, NSCS officers. Please take a seat. At this time, I would like to welcome our sponsor, Brandon Negley.
Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Great. So first and foremost, as Emily said, my name is Brianna Nagley. I am the Assistant Dean for the Honors College here at Grand Canyon University, and I am privileged and honored to serve as the chapter sponsor for our chapter of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. First and foremost, I absolutely want to take a minute to just stop and recognize all the hard work, the dedication, the persistence, the grit that it took each of you to be here today. Can I have my inductees please stand? Each and every one of you have kept a persistent, hardworking mindset that has radiated into your schoolwork, your extracurricular activities, your family life, and your social life. It is because of you that we have this occasion to celebrate you and everything you have accomplished. Now, the beautiful thing about NSCS, and as a chapter sponsor, I get questions all the time. How do I join? What do I do? Where do I apply? How do I become a part of this organization? And the truth is, there's nothing you can do but prove your academic excellence, but prove your persistence and commitment to academic achievement. This organization is an induction-only organization, meaning there is no application. There is no one you can beg, plead, cry, and ask to get in the seat you're in here today. You all are here because you have proven that commitment, that dedication to your academic journey. In order to be inducted into the NSCS organization, members must have a minimum 3.4 comprehensive cumulative college GPA. NSCS inducts at the underclassmen level, meaning you need a minimum of 16 college credits completed and no more than 60 completed towards your degree program. So they support students who are getting off on the right foot. You've proven your success through that first 1 or 2 semesters, and you are on track to absolutely be a huge success throughout your collegiate career. Inductees must also fall within the top 20% of their graduating class per college. Now keep in mind, we have not only 19,000 students on our ground traditional campus here at GCU, but in total, we serve over 70,000 students nationwide between online and our ground campus. So to say that you have not only a 3.4 GCU GPA, but you also rank in the top 20% of the university, that is a huge accomplishment that we should be recognizing once again. Let's give it up for our inductees. Now for NSCS, we started our chapter here at GCU back in fall of 2013, so we're young. But in true GCU fashion, over the last 4 or 5 years, we have grown to one of the top 5 largest and most active chapters in the country. So let's give it up for that too. Today, for the 2017 inductee class, we welcome 362 traditional campus students and an additional 648 inductees from our online programs across the country. So in total, this class welcomes 1,010 members, joining an already over 3,000 active member population, making us the top 5 largest chapters in the country. Now, last year for 2016-17, we had some tremendous success, and we're hoping to further and grow upon that. Last year in 2016-17, just being a few years in, we reached the certified gold chapter status, which is a huge accomplishment that only select chapters are recognized for. In addition to that, we ranked 3rd in our region for member engagement, and that is out of 64 regional chapters. Better yet, we ranked 5th nationwide for member engagement, and that is including 320 chapters nationwide. That is absolutely incredible, and that's a huge testament to what our officer board, our leadership, and our GCU student body is capable of. So once again, don't get tired of clapping yet today. Let's give a huge round of applause to the success of our GCU chapter. Now, as we stand here today, we are here to recognize you, your hard work, your dedication, and everything that goes into you being a successful student. So we want to really make sure we take the time to appreciate the fact that you're here today and celebrating with us. Now, we are also streaming the ceremony online, so we do also want to recognize those that weren't able to be here in attendance, but are a part of this tremendous inductee class. At this time, I would like to give a shout out to our distinguished honorary members of the year. So Emily and Stephen, if you would please join me on stage. Every year, the officer board at Grand Canyon University's NSCS chapter selects a couple of very special individuals to join our society. We recognize the individuals for their contributions that they have made, not only in the classroom with our students, but within the entire community, both here at GCU and in everywhere that they step foot. We want to recognize them for going above and beyond for our students and making sure that they always feel loved, supported, and appreciated. This year, we have the privilege of recognizing two exceptional individuals and welcoming them into our NSCS community. First, I would like to welcome up Dr. Ryan Brandt. Dr. Ryan Brandt is a professor within the College of Theology. He works exceptionally well with all of our theology students here at GCU, and as an instructor for the Christian Worldview course, he gets to see just about every student that comes through this campus. He is an exceptional individual who has gone above and beyond to dedicate his time to supporting our students through mentorship, through creating extensive programming like the Future Theologians, through always being available for his students. There is not a single student they're just so excited to be able to have an opportunity to engage with him, to have his class, and just have him as a mentor in their life. So once again, thank you, Dr. Ryan Brandt. Next, I would like to welcome up Dr. David Dean. Dr. David Dean is a professor within our College of Humanities and Social Sciences. He's also the program director of the History Department and has the privilege of serving with a ton of students across our traditional campus. He is very actively involved and always goes above and beyond to support our students, whether it's opening up office hours, staying late nights, coming on the weekends for events. He is always there to support our students and to make them feel welcome. So once again, let's give a huge shout out to Dr. David Dean. You may be seated. So once again, I just want to express all of my appreciation for our inductees that are here, the families, the friends, the relatives who have traveled to be here to support your inductees, and once again, our distinguished honorary members of 2017. At this time, I would like to welcome up our keynote speaker of the event, Aisha Bell. Now, Aisha has been working in the career of social service and education since she graduated with her Bachelor's of Science in Communications from Indiana State University. Inspired by her own career evolution, she obtained her life coaching certification from the Abundant Life Christian College in 2007 and completed her Master of Arts in Christian Studies with an emphasis in leadership in 2015. Over the course of her career, Aisha personally coached and facilitated workshops of over 5,000 individuals, both youth and adults. She enjoys educating, motivating, encouraging others to be their best selves. As a result, she is committed to helping others advance professionally, grow personally, resolve conflict, and grow spiritually. Aisha's greatest life accomplishment, though, is being married for over 16 years to her husband and being the mother of 2 beautiful girls. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Aisha Bell.
Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness, I wore heels today, so I didn't have to lower the mic too much. Well, first of all, congratulations, National Society of Collegiate Scholars inductees. What an a phenomenal privilege to be here today, to be recognized for your outstanding academic achievement. For some of you, this is the expected result of a lot of years of hard work and diligence. For others of you, you have cried, sweated, and sacrificed so much to get to this place where you are. Regardless, though, of how you got here, what I want to encourage each of you to do today is to celebrate and really ruminate on the fact that you have achieved something that not a lot of other individuals achieve. Something I know for myself, I often take for granted the amount of individuals who do not have a college education. We are still the minority in this nation and throughout the world. So just achieving your college education, being a part of this, and doing well academically is outstanding, and you need to know that and recognize that, and I know your families do as well. In our hurried culture, we're often tempted to brush off moments, especially moments of success. We don't want to be seen as being too prideful, too arrogant, or just focusing on our own lives. However, it's so important and it's so key to celebrate every accomplishment that you attain. As I mentioned before, today is the culmination of a lot of work and sacrifice. And it's easy to say, I have to keep grinding, I have to keep churning. But take some time today and throughout the rest of this week to really celebrate and honor yourselves. And because of this achievement, you are going to have some tools in your toolkit when you face future challenges. I'm reminded of the story of David. We all know it. David was a man after God's own heart. And there were numerous godly characteristics that David displayed on a daily basis. David also had failures and a lot of challenge. One thing that I love, a practice that David developed consistently, was remembering when he was victorious. And that helped him on so many different occasions. I'm going to share a scripture with you from 1 Samuel chapter 17, verses 32 through 36. Before I do, I want to give you a little bit of background, though. David had already been anointed king over Israel. However, he hadn't stepped into that realm yet. He was still a shepherd, still looking over sheep. And his family was actually upset with him, especially his brothers. They were the ones who expected to be chosen as king. In fact, when the prophet went to Jesse's house and looked over all his sons, David wasn't even there. Jesse brought all of his sons before the prophet with the exception of David. And Samuel said, "Where is your other son? There has to be someone else because none of these children have been chosen as king." And Jesse said, "Oh my goodness, go get the son that's tending sheep. We'll give this a shot." Well, when David walked in, Samuel said, "Indeed, this is the king." So I'm sure David's brothers were upset with him and just wrought with anger because they weren't the ones accepted to be king. And so when Israel was fighting against the Philistine army, his brothers were on the battleground and David was not. David, in fact, his father told him, "Go and take sandwiches to your brothers. Go and serve them on the battlefield." When David got there, it had already been about a month where Goliath, the victor of the Philistine army was teasing and taunting the Israelites, saying, "Bring me your best man. I will take them out, and then I'm going to take out this entire nation." Everyone was shaking in their boots except for David. David walked in and said, "Why is everybody upset? Why is everybody afraid?" He was going around telling his brothers, telling other individuals in the Israelite army. And his brothers got upset, and they said, "Here's David again, causing trouble." Finally, somebody said, "Let's get David in front of King Saul." And this is what David said to Saul: "Let no man's heart fail because of him, Goliath. Your servant will go and fight with this Philistine." And Saul said to David, "You're not able to go against this Philistine and fight with him. You are but a youth, and he has been a man of war from his youth." But David said to Saul, "Your servant used to keep sheep for his father, and when there was a lion or a bear that took a lamb from the flock, I went after him, and I struck him and delivered the lamb out of its mouth. If he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and I struck him and killed him. Your servant has struck down both lions and bears, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be like one of them, for he has defied the armies of the living God." And we all know the rest of that story. With a slingshot, David took down Goliath, and the Israelites won that victory. Now, I don't know about you. I've been to a zoo. I've seen lions. I've seen tigers. I've seen bears. There's no way I would take on one of those with my bare hands. I cannot imagine David's bravery. However, David, even though those victories were private, he never forgot them. And what those victories did for him, they gave him the courage and the bravery to take down someone that all the other adults, trained men of war, were afraid of. And just like David, you all need to remember this moment, because you will have future challenges. They're going to come. It's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. However, you have in your toolkit today success. You've been able to overcome everything scholastically that has been thrown at you thus far. And now you know you can overcome anything else, any new challenge which comes your way. And that's so key, and that is so important. And just like David, this victory for you, it's not just about yourself. You have the opportunity to inspire so many other individuals around you. Know that your children, your family members, your siblings, colleagues, even individuals you don't necessarily know, they're looking up to you. They're seeing how you've been able to overcome challenges and obstacles and be celebrated, and they're going to want that for their own lives. And you have the opportunity to share with them how you got to where you are. And that is so important, because you're all on a journey of legacy. It's not just about what you gain and you accomplish here today. It's about the legacy that you leave for other individuals. You may be inspired to, just based on your scholastic achievement, open that business you've been thinking about. Write that book that's been on your heart for years. Maybe you're going to go speak to congregations. You may impact policy that causes laws to change in the United States and beyond. And again, you may inspire other individuals to do that as well. As NSCS members, you're aligning yourself with an organization that stands on scholarship, leadership, and service. Your academic acumen has gotten you to this place. You've demonstrated scholarship, and that's why you're here. Now that you've been inducted as a member to this prestigious society, you have to become a leader. People are going to look up to you. As our assistant dean has stated, we are one of the top 5 chapters in the United States for member engagement. So you have the opportunity to get very involved and make an impact within this organization. But with leadership comes responsibility. And so you serve and you give back and you help other individuals get to where you are today. Of course, you do that with balance by taking care of yourself first. But you're going to have the opportunity to leverage this membership and allow it to launch you into greatness in your lives. The requirement, though, for you to do that is to see the significance of this moment. And it is significant. Don't just brush it off and say, I've achieved this and I'm moving on to my next challenge. No, relish it and really understand the sacrifice that it took for you to get here. Before I leave the stage this morning, I'm going to read a poem to you. It's called One by Shawnee Kelly. One word can spark a moment. One flower can wake a dream. One tree can start a forest. One bird can herald spring. One smile can build a friendship. One hand clasp can lift a soul. One star can guide a ship. One cheer can obtain a goal. One vote can change a nation. One sunbeam can lift a room. One candle wipes out darkness. One laugh can conquer gloom. One look can change 2 lives. One kiss can make love bloom. One step must start each journey. One word must start each prayer. One hope can lift our spirits. One touch can show you care. One voice can speak with wisdom. One heart can know what's true. One life can make a difference. One life is me, and one life is you. Just imagine this room is filled with a lot of ones, a lot of individuals with immense academic achievement, immense motivation, and immense desire to have a fantastic future. If you can just imagine for a second what this group of ones is capable of accomplishing, the possibilities are truly endless. And I really look forward to hearing and seeing all of your future success. Thank you all so much and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much, Aisha, for your phenomenal words of wisdom and inspiration. As Emily mentioned earlier, my name is Brianna Simante, and I serve as the NSCS Secretary for this year. I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time to describe a little more about the history of the organization. As new members, you're joining an organization that has a long history of supporting high-achieving students early in college. The idea of not your average honor society dates back to its founding in 1994, when Steve Laughlin, the founder of NSCS, proposed to create an organization that not only recognizes the accomplishments of high achievers early in college, but engages them through leadership, service, and scholarship opportunities, creating a more rewarding college experience. From humble beginnings with a single chapter at George Washington University, it didn't take long for the idea to catch on like wildfire. Over 22 years, NSCS has grown into one of the nation's largest honor societies. Not even Steve could have predicted that NSCS would transform into an organization with over 330 chapters and a network of over 1 million members. I congratulate you on earning this recognition, and I'm excited to welcome you into this prestigious organization. At this time, I'm going to welcome Brianna Nagley and Sean Thomason to the stage for the induction portion of the ceremony.
All right, so this is the moment we've all been waiting for, right?
We will now call all new members to the stage. Please don't get up, however eager you may be, before we call your name, and we'll take it away with the instructions.
Yes, so please stay seated until your name is called. Once your name is called, you will approach the stage on my left, your right. As you cross the stage, you'll be greeted by our keynote speaker, Aisha Bell, and our chapter president, Emily Gina. They will be giving you a membership pin along with a flower. You will exit the stage on my right, your left, and return back to your seat. Before we get to our general members, we do have 3 officers who will be getting inducted themselves today. Before we call their names, can I please welcome chapter president Emily and Aisha Bell back up to the stage. So our officers that are getting inducted today, please join me in welcoming Jordan Montgomery, Destiny Woods, and Holly Hobgood. And once again, as we call your name, you will then approach the stage here on the left.
Tatum Sorrellman.
Morgan Stark.
Samantha Reed.
Christopher Aiden.
Shelley Heck.
Felipe Garcia.
Aurora Jackson.
Kyla Moore.
Randy Miller III.
Brandon Orozco.
Monica Fushiki.
Samantha Berry.
Elias Day.
Latasha Rogers.
Saba Tefena Mahi.
Alexandria Lucius.
Amy Key.
Elizabeth Ramon Mancera.
Jolene Kutzer.
Katie Eaton.
Gary Horton.
Clint Harrington.
Rose Sawyer.
Catrice Braz.
Lacey Hardwick.
Isabel Coleman.
Caitlin De Los Santos.
Bailey Drake.
Sarah Cordera.
Michaela Jewell.
Jenny Judson.
Stephen Hawthorne.
Courtney Lehman.
Bianca Giorgi.
Daniel Hazelton.
Benny Nguyen.
Jarrett Griebler.
Delaney McLaughlin.
Samantha Young.
Rachel Brewster.
Bianca Pena.
Heather Spencer.
Justin Dickinson.
Sarah Dice.
Caden Breeze.
Jerome Jeffcoat.
Edna Grays Nisola.
Fiona Blake.
Kevin Nguyen.
Carson Tantlinger.
Jasmine Fernandez.
Robert Solis.
Amanda Yayan.
Camille Garcia.
John Varkey.
Adul Stein.
Marisha Braswell.
Olivia Pittman.
Brianna Lee.
Abby Williams.
Danita Knight.
Ben Swanson.
Jordan Ackerley.
Madison Rice.
Carissa Rickner.
Jordan Alstrom.
Carla Gaddy.
Sarah Nelson.
Tiffany Bond.
Ashley Allen.
Tabitha Tomlinson.
Katie Hanks.
Melissa Diaz.
Cessna Fernandez.
Catherine Granados.
Lauren Kelly.
Felipe Garcia.
Clarissa Holder.
Caleb Paulman.
Jessica Teague.
Shauna Hudson.
Julia Senna.
Katie Todd.
Mario Velasquez.
Alyssa Castillo.
Corinne McKay.
Giselle Hernandez.
Lucero Maya.
Brianna Spree.
Jasmine Jackson.
Adrian Aguilar.
Bianca Owen.
Brett Angwin.
Joseph Peckle.
Paige Allgood.
Salma Guzman Avila.
Yanis Shugi.
Tanner Marks.
Ryan Philbrook.
Kamalani Reed.
Stephanie Fairchild.
Megan Cronstedt.
Edna Jane Rosset.
Vanessa Ibarra Jara.
Lizette Rivas.
Kathleen Fisher Groneski.
Jacqueline Deely.
Jill Gleaney.
Kyle Sorensen.
Megan Montoya.
Justin Berchiwi.
Jillian Mitchell.
Annabella Dufresne.
Raven Rico.
Victoria Sanchez.
Colin Sorensen.
Cynthia Edmondson.
Emily Hayes.
Marissa Edwards.
Sharon Thomas.
Sia Negicha Mushi.
Erica Picken.
Caroline Flores Benitez.
Amberlyn Breckley.
Sky Freeze.
Atika Atuno.
Megan Kennedy.
Jill Byrne.
Sarah Kafu.
Chandler Ortega Neff.
John Henderson.
Kayla Butler.
Basha Beverly.
Hannah McCulley. If we have any inductees who were not called, we ask that you please approach the stage now. Let's give it up one more time for the 2017 inductee class. At this time, can I please have my inductees stand one more time with your flower in hand? For my inductees, we completely appreciate and recognize the hard work, the dedication, and the effort it took for you to get here today. But with NSCS and our founding pillar of service, it is important to recognize those that have helped get you here today as well. We ask that at this time, you give that flower to someone here today who has helped support you through the late nights, the crying, the frustration, and all that doubt, who has helped support you to get you here today. We ask that you give that flower to someone who has been that support for you. We realize we only gave you one flower, and there might be an army of individuals supporting you here today. But we want to take a moment to not only recognize the hard work of our inductees, but the value of everyone that has worked hard to support you on this journey as well. Family, friends, relatives, significant others. So we take this time to recognize not only our inductees, but those that have helped get us here today. Let's have one last large round of applause for this year's inductees. At this time, I will welcome up Destiny, Holly, and Jordan for our pinning ceremony and oath of membership.
All right, so the NSCS pin represents all of your hard work, effort, and commitment to furthering your education. The symbol you see on this pin is a torch emerging from an open book, and 3 stars all surrounded by a laurel. The torch symbolizes guidance and leadership. The open book represents learning and scholarship. The laurel is a sign of honor and distinction, and the 3 stars represents the pillars upon which the society is built: scholarship, leadership, and service. These pillars serve as symbols of the society's founding principle that with scholarship comes the responsibility to provide leadership and service to the community.
Okay. For all new members, if you haven't done so already, you may now remove your pin from the cardstock. Please stand and hold your pin in your right hand. Now repeat after me as we recite the oath of membership. I do solemnly pledge to do my best to continue my scholastic excellence and to be a leader committed to serving others. Furthermore, I affirm my pledge to promote and preserve the 3 pillars of the society: scholarship, leadership, and service.
Congratulations. You are all now officially members of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. We hope you will continue to achieve great things throughout your time here at GCU and the years beyond. Now let's give a big round of applause for all of our new members. You may now be seated.
NSCS has meant a lot to me, but the very first thing that comes to mind is always integrity. My name is Ahmed Mohammed. I live in Tampa, Florida. I'm currently 18 years old. I just graduated from the University of South Florida, the dual degree in biomedical science and political science. Integrity is unique because it doesn't mean living one way or the other. It just means that you think the way you act and you act the way you think. The pillars of NSCS are scholarship, leadership, and service. You really start thinking about what those mean to you. The foundation of integrity, you really start thinking about what that means to you. And so it fits into everyday life because that's what the Honor Society is about. You got inducted into this group, and now you're going to use that and apply it to everything that you're doing to make yourself a better person and hopefully make the world a better place.
My name is Abigail Cotton. I attend the University of West Georgia, and I'm the class of 2017. There you go. Currently, I am working primarily with inner city kids. I love working with children. Yeah. When I first joined, I would say that I was a little seed. And as time went on, I eventually bloomed into a beautiful flower. It just really helped me grow as a person. If it wasn't for NSCS, I don't think I would be here today.
My name is Sarah Grabowski. I'm 21 years old and I attend the University of Southern Mississippi. I've been a part of NSCS since my freshman year. I'm going to school for environmental biology and I absolutely love it. It's definitely given me so many opportunities to kind of just grow and figure out where I really want to go with my life. I just feel like I've grown so much as a leader, and then being a part of the National Leadership Council, I've got to meet such amazing people. It's an amazing opportunity what this organization has done for me.
I'm Steve Laughlin, and I'm the CEO and founder of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. In the beginning, when I started NSCS, the three things that were important to us were scholarship, leadership, and community service. And we've remained committed to those three pillars of the organization.
My name is Julianne Rivera Perez. I am currently a contracting officer working at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center for the GoStar Flight Project. NSCS has definitely helped me hone in my leadership skills. It's been a process, definitely learning how to work with the diversity of people, putting meetings together, setting up events, and that definitely has helped me here at NASA, leading small teams, even larger groups. I was the co-chair of the Hispanic Advisory Committee for Goddard, and even during my negotiations, working as a contracting officer.
NSCS is important because it gives you an opportunity to be recognized for your high achievement, but then it goes beyond that. It elevates high achievers. You'll go a lot of places and you might find this culture of no. You might have crazy ideas, but in NSCS, it's always a culture of yes. And the motto that I always hear is trust your crazy ideas. So it's always just go for it.
I'm still friends with a lot of the members that were very active throughout the years, and even some of them work at NASA today. So we became a family.
PACE is an acronym for Playing to Achieve Collegiate Excellence.
PACE is an idea that started at the very, very beginning of NSCS.
Our chapters will go in, provide mentoring.
When I think about PACE, what that does for us as an organization is goes back to the very idea that NSCS wants to recognize students who've done well when they transition from high school to college. But what we can do with NSCS members now that they've been successful is take them back into a middle school and start talking to middle school students about how they can actually be aspiring to be an NSCS member when they get to college.
They will also allow the children to come to their campus, see their campus, maybe give them a tour, an assembly. It's a really cool experience for just the little kids to actually see what college is all about.
If I had to sum up NSCS, I would definitely use the word integrity.
One word, it would definitely be leadership.
To me, NSCS is dynamic.
NSCS, it became a family.
I would say opportunities. Awesome.
Welcome to NSCS. It's an amazing opportunity. Do not be afraid to try things out of your comfort zone, because that's one of the things you will learn from NSCS. Just push yourself and keep going and be that leader you know you can be.
You know, something that can bother me sometimes is when someone just kind of gets up and shamelessly promotes their social media. So if you would, get out your phones and follow us on Instagram, which is at NSCS-GCU. You can find us on Facebook by going to the search bar and searching GCU space NSCS. If you like text reminders, if you're going about your day and find out when an event is or opportunity, you can just text NSCS-GCU to the number 81010. And we also have a personal email address, and that email is nscs@gcu@gmail.com. So I'd like to speak on behalf of our officers and leadership in saying that it is in our best interest that you become the best leaders, the best scholars, and the best servants you can be. And I think with any kind of honor society, there's so much information available for you and so much that you can take advantage of. And so I would just like to tell you what our mission really is about, and specifically our chapter here at Grand Canyon University. And I can sum that up in really just one word, and that is you. We are simply about you. In other words, we're your biggest fans, because we want to see you become the best leaders, the best scholars, the best servants you can be, so you can make a big impact on both this campus and in your local communities. Because as we were saying, we have so many members, being the top 5 most populated chapter in the country. And so with that said, we have such potential to do something great. And so you might be thinking, what do we really do? And so I look at the company Apple. And so there's a reason why they have such a long interview process. My brother actually went through 4 or 5 interviews in order to get hired. It's because they look for something different in you. They look for something that can't be trained. The certain skills, the people skills, the leadership skills, the gifts that you have that simply can't be trained in the 2-3 weeks that they train you. And you might be thinking, how can we do that if a successful company can't? And that's because we want to provide you with experience that might be able to do those things. What that might look like are our monthly member meetings, where we want to dive into professionalism. Last year we had speakers such as Dr. Martinez, who spoke on servant leadership. And we also want to know what you're about. We want to hear about what your business might be about, what your ideas are, about who you really are, so you can really get involved, and so that we can continue to cater events we have to what you want to do with your life. Also, we have scholarships available for both those watching, for the members watching the live stream, as the members who are here today, which is the Induction Recognition Award, which is a $1,000 scholarship. And you can apply for that on NSCS.org. And we also have a massive network. And so something that you can take advantage of, so since there's so many other universities that have this honor society on their campus, I'll mention one, even though I might not want to do that because this is GCU, but Arizona State University is one of them down the street. So what you can do, let's say you want to find a graduate school and you want to find out more information about that school, go ahead and contact one of the members at another university. And something I want to make clear is that I think this honor society is more than something that just looks nice on your resume. I mean, it does. It is an honor society. And so I, in fact, didn't accept this position as executive VP just to have something that looks nice. I did it for something more than that. I recognize that I want to be the best teacher, the best administrator that I can possibly be in my future. So I want to develop those skills that I was talking about as before that simply just can't be learned in a lecture classroom. And you don't need to be in my position to do that either. I mean, I'm just the person that comes up with making events and meeting all of you guys. The thing is, if you're doing these things, we firmly believe that you might be able to develop something great. So again, you can be a better leader, a better servant, and a better scholar. And so with that said, I want to make across to you that we are about your personal development. We're about our members, and we are about you. Thank you.
Welcome. I hope that you're enjoying your new member induction ceremony so far. Your induction marks the beginning of something very special for your collegiate experience. It also marks the beginning of a tremendous new partnership between NSCS and Active Minds. NSCS was an organization that I really wanted to start back in 1994 to make a difference for first and second year college students. We've come to realize that NSCS is really a great opportunity to provide leadership opportunities, scholarships, and even help people think about their future. But as an organization, one of the things that's also become more important to us is to really look for ways to support our students and to really help them have the most productive college experience possible.
And I'm Allison Malman. I am the founder and executive director of Active Minds. Active Minds is a national nonprofit focused on empowering students to speak openly about mental health. I started Active Minds after I lost my brother Brian to suicide when he was a college student, and I quickly understood and learned that mental health issues are so widespread and it impacts so many of us, and yet we talk so little about them. And students like my brother Brian need to know that they're not alone, need to know that there's help available, and they need to feel comfortable seeking that help.
Through this unprecedented partnership between NSCS and Active Minds, we will be encouraging NSCS chapters across the nation to participate in mental health awareness programs and activities on campus and online. We are challenging each chapter to raise funds that will contribute to our national goal. At the end of this school year, 80% of the funds raised will support Active Minds education and outreach on college campuses across the country, And the remaining 20% will fund the Active Minds Mental Health Advocate Award, an NSCS member scholarship.
One of the things that we're going to be able to do this year is a lot of online, offline programming around stress relief activities, and Active Minds is Stress Less Week and Integrity Week, and programming that happens around Suicide Prevention Month. So you can do that even if you don't have an Active Minds chapter on your campus. If you do, I hope Active Minds and NSCS work together.
In more than 25 years in student affairs, I have seen firsthand the stress and pressure that high-achieving scholars like you endure each day. The pressure to do well and meet a certain GPA, campus leadership opportunities, and maintaining both a job and personal relationships can be mentally fatiguing. However, together through Active Minds programming, we can bring awareness to this silent struggle, talk about coping methods, and build a community of support.
Our goal through this is to provide the training and the education for NSCS members to learn more for themselves and their friends, and to provide you the tools and resources to help us keep doing the work that we do.
We look forward to working closely with all our NSCS members to empower students to speak openly about mental health and encourage those who may be struggling to seek the help they need. Join us on our journey to break the stigma.
As our ceremony comes to a close, we wanted to thank you all for coming again. There are a few reminders. All new inductees, directly following the ceremony, please go to this corner of our gym for a new member induction picture. Again, all new inductees, please go to this corner for a picture. Additionally, all inductees and guests are welcome to enjoy all the beverages and food we have in the back, and you are welcome to take pictures with our photo backdrop. Again, thank you for coming and welcome to NSCS.